ball finds a hole up the middle.
Steps up, goes deep, left side, receiver open, counting, touchdown, Titans! Takes a nice shot outside the goal box, and he will break the 0-0 tie. Fantastic shot by Ken Solon.
Giller makes a move, a good one, opportunity here, the Bears score! The Bears strike first.
He's at the 40, he's down to the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jalen Bryan. Why not? What a beautiful run.
Maureen there, fights her off the puck, opportunity here, another sit, and a goal! Second chance effort for the Pioneers.
Put the icing on the cake, if you will, Michael. Go down and got to the outside and said good evening and good night.
Howdy everybody and welcome to Mahtomedi High School, home to the Zephyrs. Tonight, the Knights from Irondale are in town to take on your Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Alongside Corey Franzmeyer, I'm Jeff Brand. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, it should be a great matchup here tonight. We got the 7-seed Mahtomedi Zephyrs taking on the 10-seed Irondale Knights, and you know, here we are, first round of the section playoffs here.
We take a look at the Northwest Suburban standings here. A lot of teams in there. Champlin Park sits at the top, and Corey, Irondale down a little ways.
Yeah, as you can see, Irondale, 3-8 in the conference. They won a few games, subpar overall, 7-14. But come section time, you never know what can happen.
And on the other side, the Metro East standings. North St. Paul undefeated thus far. Mahtomedi not too far behind in the standings, though.
Yeah, tough Metro East conference. Mahtomedi, above 500, 5-3. 12-10 overall. It should be, they're the favorite here, I would say, in this game. But like I said earlier about Irondale, you just never know what can happen here in section playoffs.
As we take a look at the Section 4 AAA volleyball bracket, this is kind of a snapshot of the top half. We see Roseville with a first-round bye there.
Yeah, Roseville's got a real good club this year, #1 seed in a tough section, and they've got just as good a chance as anybody to get there to the championship game of the section. But as you can see on the bottom half, North St. Paul, real solid season as well, undefeated in the Metro East. So, it looks like a collision course between Roseville and North St. Paul there, Jeff.
And if Mahtomedi is victorious tonight, we'll be covering the North St. Paul Mahtomedi game coming up later this week. Should be a good one tonight. The Knights from Irondale, the Zephyrs from Mahtomedi. We got our first serve coming up next.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean, separate, cook, and chill. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
We've all seen stories of conflict that ended with peace. We've seen stories of hunger end in abundance. We see stories of fear, despair, and poverty, but they can end with courage, hope, and love. With you. Be a part of writing a story that's greater than poverty. Learn how at worldvision.org.
Welcome back to Mahtomedi High as we get set for this first match between the Irondale Knights and your Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Should be a good one tonight, Corey.
Yeah, it should be. We've got a couple evenly matched teams here, record-wise, regular season, but a lot of times you can throw all that out the window here when it comes to section playoff time.
Absolutely. Back to serve for the Zephyrs to start things out tonight. Number 3, Sophie Kramer. And we are underway as it's sent over. The Knights able to set and send one over, and Hansen unable to come up with the dig, and Irondale strikes first.
Yeah, looked like a little confusion there between Wintz and Hansen on who should play that ball, but hopefully for them they get things cleared up here as the game goes on.
Good start for the Knights. Now back to serve for them. This is Dabrowski as that one just barely clears the tape. Mahtomedi is able to send it over. It's sent and now set up front, and again hammered down. The big hammer by number 12. That was Damerow, and she's going to be a key factor tonight for the Knights.
Yeah, I would say Leah Damerow, definitely the tallest player on the court here this evening.
This one sent now. Hansen plays it up front. The set's there, and then hammered down, but that one looks like it just snuck in, so a nice job there by Natalie Morgan and able to find the line. And now Pilla will serve for the Zephyrs. It's sent over. And now the set by the Knights and the slam. It's touched at the line. Tipped off the hands of Kramer, unable to play, and a nice point pickup there by the Knights.
Yeah, a few misplays so far here early on by Mahtomedi, and it's you know, good for Irondale here on the you know, the foreign territory here, off to a nice 3-1 early lead here.
It's sent up front now. Free ball for the Knights, and they're able to play it up front. A good set there, and it's just tapped over. Now Mahtomedi, Hansen unable to spike, has to just send it over to the soft spot. And now again tipped over, a little bit of volley back and forth by both teams. Set for Hansen, the hammer, and that's the big one there by Hansen. And that'll get the Mahtomedi Zephyrs back on the board.
And that's definitely what Mahtomedi wants to get rolling here all evening long, is a lot of Kendra Hansen putting the ball on the floor just like that.
And so we've got a 3-2 lead for the Knights. Back to serve is Wintz for the Zephyrs. She sends one over, good serve there, and unable to come up with it were the Irondale Knights, and so we're all knotted up now at 3.
Yeah, that's the first real you know, error on Irondale's part so far. So I mean, like I said, that ties it up 3-3 here, and we're on our way.
Wintz again sends one over. The set and the hammer down. Not that they could do. It's Damerow again with her second kill here early on.
Yeah, I got a feeling tonight here, Jeb, we're going to hear a lot from number 11, Hansen for Mahtomedi, and number 12, Damerow. I think those are going to be the two common thieves this evening.
So the Knights now off to serve. They send one over deep. Petta's able there to play it. The set far side. Hansen sends one down. Irondale able to play it. And a nice job there to keep it alive. Hansen again, this time goes right down the line and picks up the point for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, you're going to be able to, you know, save one there, but, you know, you give Hansen a second opportunity on a volley. I think she's going to, you know, make it happen every time.
Lauren Hall now back to serve for the Zephyrs. Sends a good one over. It's played up front. The set is good. The slam. And this time I think there may have been some net infraction. And so Mahtomedi will pick up the easy point there. 4-4 all tied up. Looks like the point went against, for the Knights. And so 4 aside. Hansen this time from the right side. And again, with her third kill thus far early on, O'Rourke was unable to handle this deadly spike there by Hansen.
Yeah, great job by Hansen. So far off to a hot start on the kills this evening for Kendra Hansen.
And Hansen this time picks up an ace right after it. So now Mahtomedi with their first lead here tonight as they lead at 6-5 here early in match 1.
Yeah, Damerow had a hard time getting low on that one and wasn't able to get it up in the air.
The set here is good and now sent over. It's tipped at the line. And Mahtomedi with the first block of the night picks up the point there.
Yeah, they're catching a little streak here, going on a little rally. Hoping to get out and jump out to a nice little leader here against visiting Irondale.
Hansen again sends a tough one. It's played up. Syme the set. It's a back set. Tipped at the line. A nice job by the Zephyrs to keep that alive. This time hammered the other way, but just out of play off the hands of Julia Pilla.
That was a nice job by Pilla, you know, trying to get a kill down in there, but just outside the line on that one.
Now sent over. It's played up front. A little offside. A good job there diving, but unable to get that one in was Pilla. But a nice effort by Lauren Hall to keep the play alive.
Yeah, and you know, Pilla did a nice job at least getting a hand on a ball that that was errant, but just wasn't able to get it inside the line there.
Findell now sends one over. Hansen sets for Pilla. It's tapped over and now set the other side. This one's tapped at the line. Irondale picks up the point. Heads up play there by Abby Bowman to tap it over with the left. Findell now back to serve for the Knights. Sent over, it's played up front. And a set there, looks like it may have been fumbled a bit. A carry called on Lauren Hall. So Irondale now leads it by 2, 9-7. Sent over, Hansen plays it up, the tip. Hammered down, touched on the line. A nice job by Rosavi. And a call on the play as it was tipped at the line, so the Zephyrs pick up the point.
Well, that was good. The Zephyrs were able to get a point back there. Irondale was on a little run, on a little 4-point rally. You know, things could have got out a little hand for the Zephyrs if they went to got a little break there.
Now back to serve is Gustafson. She sends one over. It's set up front, tipped, tried to catch him off guard. Gustafson has to fly. And Zephyrs able to keep it alive. Now back corner again. Gustafson keeps it over. Hansen a back hit. Played up again, set by Seam and hammered down. Hansen gets a hand on it. Beautifully done by the Zephyrs as this one goes all the way back. Irondale's able to keep it alive. A good volley thus far. And a call. Not sure what the call was, but tough break there for the Zephyrs. As some good individual efforts by a few different gals.
Yeah, absolutely. Kendra Hansen all over the court here this evening. You know, she's got an ace, 3 kills, and now she's got a, you know, almost a point-saving dig, but didn't go the Zephyrs' way.
Nice job there by Morgan with the kill up at the line. Tipped at the line, but Irondale unable to keep it alive. It's now 10-9. Irondale leads it. Mahtomedi gets the serve back. And again, it's Sophie Kramer back to serve for the Zephyrs. Kramer sends a booming serve over. It's set up at the line. Fake there, but this one's going to fly deep. And again, the Zephyrs pick up the point. Now we're all knotted up at 10 as Kramer sends another good one, but this one's going to sail a little deep. Nice tough serve, but just a little too much on it.
Yeah, both teams are having a hard time here so far finding the rhythm here, Jeb. You know, it's been back and forth. You know, the most run that we've had so far is Irondale with a little 4-point run, but it's been pretty much back and forth, and that's why we have 11-10 score right now.
Now Irondale sends one up, and it's tipped at the line. A nice job by the Zephyrs. I'm not sure the Irondale.
That was Natalie Morgan. She did a great job of getting up and timing that ball at the right time, and you know, great block for the Zephyrs here.
Now Pilla to serve, sends one over. Tipped again, errant pass there, and again Morgan right there to tap her down. A good heads-up play.
Yeah, great job by Natalie Morgan so far here, and you know, she's definitely the hot player on the court right now with back-to-back blocks.
Tricky little serve by Pilla, but the Knights are able to come up with it. O'Rourke sends one that Mahtomedi is able to play, and now Hansen sends one back side, and that's good for another Mahtomedi point.
Yeah, Mahtomedi is definitely playing some clean volleyball here right now, and got a nice little 2-point lead.
Served all the way back. They're going to have to just throw an easy ball over. Morgan plays it up, and now Morgan again, and it's O'Rourke is right there to stop her. Excuse me, Damerow stop her right in her tracks. A nice defensive play by Leah Damerow.
Yeah, that was a great kill opportunity there by Morgan, and by the way she was playing, I thought it was all over, but the height of Damerow was just too much at the time.
Pilla keeps it alive, and now Hansen will send an easy one over. Damerow's there. The set for Damerow, and this time she hammers one that just sails out of play. Tough break there, as that one was really close, but it goes the way of the Knights. We got ourselves a 14-12 lead now for Mahtomedi. This one sent back, and now tipped up and sent over. Pilla plays it up, the set for Hansen, and again hammers it down. Irondale's able to get a hand on it. Now tipped at the line. Just not enough to keep it alive, but a nice job there. The tap there again, I believe, was Damerow.
Yeah, Hansen and Gustafson were right there to, with a block opportunity, but they just timed it a little wrong, and Damerow, instead of going for the hard kill, she just went with a little tap and kind of fooled those two ladies.
Nice effort there as Mahtomedi is able to advance the ball. Now Damerow again. And she makes him pay as she sends one back corner. A little too hot to handle for Pilla. And it's now all knotted up at 14 aside.
Yeah, it's definitely been a seesaw battle here with 14-14. You know, anytime one team kind of takes a little bit of a lead and tries to expand it, the other team comes storming back.
Syme sends one up, and now Gustafson, far set. It's just tapped over here. Now Irondale, the set again. Damerall slams it down, unable to get the block on, but it was tipped at the line. Irondale jumps out to the 1-point lead.
Yeah, the height of Damerall has definitely been the story here over the last handful of volleys.
Syme again now sends one over. Pilla plays it up. The set far side for Hansen, and Irondale's able to get a good block on it. Now sent back corner. And they're able to play it out, and now hit, finds the soft spot in the defense, and Irondale picks up another point, as that was well placed there by number 18, Katie O'Rourke.
Yeah, the visiting underdog Irondale Knights here are on a little bit of run here, and could possibly steal this first set.
Syme again now sends one over. Played up front. The set there by Kramer. This time Hansen is able to finish him off and put an end to the 4-0 Irondale run they were on.
Yeah, I spoke too soon. You know, Hansen wasn't going to let that happen here on our home court. And, you know, big kill there. And now it's Mahtomedi starting to go on a little run if the story continues how this game is being played out.
Lauren Hall sends one up. It's tipped at the line. Damerall, a nice dig there by Hall. Mahtomedi sends one up, I believe a net infraction. That was the first time we've seen anyone dig one from Damerall, but unfortunately unable to capitalize on it.
Yeah, it was a great dig, and you know, I think Marissa Gustafson just wasn't quite expecting the ball to come her way at the time, and you know, hit it into the net there.
Tipped at the line by Hansen, but Mahtomedi unfortunately unable to grab the point there, as now Damerall back to serve. They lead at 18-15. It's sent over. Pilla plays one up. Now Gustafson unable to capitalize. Excuse me, that was Rosavi there. Timeout called by the head coach for Mahtomedi.
Yeah, good timely timeout there by Angela Helly there by Mahtomedi. I mean, the team's kind of reeling a bit, and you can see, I mean, you know, not taking anything from Irondale. I mean, they're playing some good volleyball this evening, but a lot of the points that they've scored over the last handful of points have been mistakes that Mahtomedi has made, so it's a good time to kind of reality check the girls here.
Yeah, folks, we want to remind you about Sports Path here on Location TV 19. We're live every other Wednesday at 7 here on Channel 19. We've got highlights, interviews, trivia questions, and so much more. Sports Path is every other Wednesday, 7 o'clock here on TV 19. Johnny Miller and Sam Erickson do a great job hosting the show, bringing all the action. 19-15, Irondale leads it here in match one. Is just out of the timeout here. We'll see if Mahtomedi has an answer for Miss Leah Damerall, who's back to serve. Damerall sends one over. Pilla plays it up. Now Hall back set for Hansen, and then Damerall's able to just play it right back over. Sent back corner. Irondale is there. Boom, the hammer, and a nice dig there. Now Hall sets Hansen from the other side, and again, a good dig. Second chance effort. She's able to get it to go.
Yeah, great job by Kendra Hansen to kind of stay with that one after the first kill, not get too down, stay focused, and definitely buried the second opportunity there to make that timeout worth it.
19-16 now. Mahtomedi trails by 3. Tipped, set at the line. It's tipped at the tape. Now a back set, hammered down. Rosafi sends a good one over. Tipped again, unable to come up with it. For the Zephyrs was Wintz, a good effort. But Irondale found the soft spot in the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Great try there by Brianna Wintz, just a bit out of her reach.
Just caught the top of the tape there. Now Pilla sends one, it's tipped at the line. And again, this time a carry's called on number 19, Abby Bowman for Irondale. That's a Mahtomedi point. They trail by 4. Back to serve now is Marissa Gustafson. She sends one over. Tough play here for Irondale as they just got to send a free ball over. Gustafson sets it up. The set and the hammer by Pilla is good for a point. Nice job there by Mahtomedi.
Yeah, great job by Julia Pilla, and she's had some opportunities this evening, but that was her first finished kill of the evening.
Now Gustafson again sends one over. It's played up, tipped at the line. Far side spike sails out of play, so Mahtomedi picks up another important point as now they've cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, so far they've outscored Irondale 4-1 out of that timeout, so definitely a good timeout by head coach Mahtomedi.
Tipped at the line, tried to catch him off guard. Pilla was ready for it. Now it's played up in the middle, again tipped. And this time I believe there was a net infraction on Mahtomedi. Tough break there as Irondale picks up the point. As we're nearing in on the end of match 1 here. It's been a seesaw action back and forth. Back to serve now are the Knights. And a little bit of a miscommunication there as Wentz and Lauren Hall came together, and tough break there. Now they trail 22-19. Irondale again with the serve.
Yeah, definitely Mahtomedi has been taking a bit out of their game. They've played a bit sloppy. They're still fortunate to be 3 points in, but as the set dwindles closer to the end, you know, the opportunities get greater and greater.
Tough break there, and again, head coach Angela Healy calls a timeout as the Zephyrs trail here 22-19. But yeah, you touched on it, Corey. It's been more missed opportunities, I think, by the Zephyrs.
Yeah, they just the girls just seem a bit out of position at times where they're, you know, they're not taking their space and kind of owning that they're running at each other, and you know, some are trying not to do too much and some not enough. And you know, I think it's just another reason why head coach there took a timeout to just kind of get them refocused and see if they can't steal this one back.
The interesting thing is the heavy hitter for the Knights, Leah Damerau, has actually not been on the court for these last few points, which is impressive to say the least, because the majority of the Irondale kills have come off the hand of Damerau. But nevertheless, 23-19, the Knights send one over. Wentz is able to play it up front. Far set for Pilla, and she hammers it home again. Julia Pilla answers straight out of the timeout.
Yeah, once again, you know, they come out of the timeout firing. Now it's just whether they can maintain it and possibly steal this setback and, you know, be up a 1-set lead here going into set number 2.
Kramer to serve for the Zephyrs, sends one over. It's played up front. The tip and the hammer tipped at the line there. Now the set, again, a little bit of miscommunication there as Natalie Morgan unable to get a hand on it. And now match point for the Irondale Knights, and Leah Damerau is back up on the front line for the Knights. Dabrowski will serve on this match point. She sends one over. Wentz plays it up front. The set for Morgan. Beautiful touch by Morgan, but unable to get it to drop. And that'll do it for match number 1. Irondale Knights take it 25-20. So that'll do it here. 25-20, Irondale leads after the first of this best of 5. We'll be back with match number 2 right after this.
You've messed up your son's haircut. Do you try to fix it? Work with what you've got? Or show solidarity?
Thank you, babe. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Today, a new creature walks among us, terrorizing innocent citizens. Until this threat can be contained, we must all be on the lookout for the dreaded digital deadwalkers.
Dude!
They're not looking out for you.
Engage!
A public service safety message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, who want to keep everyone well connected with strong, healthy bones.
And welcome back as we get set to start match number 2. Irondale takes the first set 25-20. And it's sent over and right back at it. Wins now the set. Far side, and it's slammed down, and a good start by the Zephyrs as they come out swinging, that time off the hands of Watkins for the Zephyrs.
That's the first time you mentioned Josie Watkins' name, and maybe she can be the spark here in the second set. It was a little disappointing, I think, for Mahtomedi to be home court and kind of favorite here and kind of come out laying egg there in that first set, Jeb.
A nice spike there again by Hansen. Irondale's able to keep it alive, but unable to advance it back over. Mahtomedi jumps out to the early 2-0 lead, but yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. It seemed like they came out a bit flat, especially for a playoff game. But nevertheless, match 2, we're back at it. Irondale now back set, and a beautiful kill there off of the hands of number 18. That was O'Rourke. A nice job there. Now O'Rourke will actually serve for the Knights as they cut the lead in half now, 2-1. And it's sent over, played up front. Good set there. Again, it's sent all the way down, but easily played by Irondale. Tipped at the line. Damerall plays it up, and now again sent over. Almost a little bit of a change up that time as Findell with the touch. And now they're all knotted up at 2.
Yeah, I think Pilla was looking for something with a little more steam on it and was caught off guard by something with a little more touch on it.
This time sent over. Pilla plays it up. Kramer the set, back set that is, for Pilla. She sends it over. Now Peril the set for Damerau, and a nice dig there in the back corner. And sent over, just out of play there. Tough break for the Zephyrs as Brianna Wintz tried to send one down the line.
Yeah, kind of, Irondale kind of, picking up where they left off, just playing a nice steady style of volleyball and kind of capitalizing off Mahtomedi's mistakes.
Beautiful serve there as O'Rourke paints the back corner for an ace. And now Irondale jumps out to the 4-2 lead early here in match number 2. Now O'Rourke again will serve for the Knights. Sends this one over. Wintz plays it up. Tough play, but a nice heads-up play there. It's going to be tough, but Irondale is able to keep it alive. Beautifully done there. And now hammered down again. Kendra Hansen makes them pay. Another big kill for Kendra Hansen.
Yeah, Kendra Hansen with a nice kill there. She's been all over the place this evening, but I don't want to discredit the nice hustle play by Irondale's number 3, Haley Dabrowski. Like I said, great hustle play to keep that play alive.
This one's tipped at the line. They got to just send it over. Zephyrs are able to keep it alive. And again, Hansen hammers one down. It's tipped and now played. Peril the set. This time Damerau makes him pay as she sends one deep into the Mahtomedi end.
Yeah, like you've said, Jeb, she's taking her turn on the bench this evening, Leah Damerau, but when she's been on the court, she's been pretty effective.
Now this time unable to get it over the net for Taylor Syme, so the Zephyrs pick up the easy point. It's 5-4. Irondale leads it here early match 2. The Knights took match 1 on a score of 25-20. Now back to serve is Lauren Hall for the Zephyrs. Sent over, and it's played up front. Set there, now sent back corner. Mahtomedi sets the offense as they slam one home. It's tipped at the line. And now set up, this time back set for O'Rourke. Wintz is there. Now up at the line again. It's punishing spike there by Kendra Hansen. That one falls in, and now we're all tied at 5.
Yeah, I would definitely say Kendra Hansen, the most talented player on this court, but with the mistakes that Mahtomedi is, kind of been making a little bit, she can't do it all. So, I mean, it's something that Mahtomedi is going to have to start playing a little cleaner if they want to get these sets tied up.
Back set for O'Rourke, and a heads-up play again by Natalie Morgan at the line to tap that one down. And now Mahtomedi jumps back out front, 6-5. Hall sends one over, and it's played up. Back set here, slam. Mahtomedi's there with the big block all the way back. Wintz plays it up. Hall now the set. Hansen again hits that back corner. And as she's done thus far so much tonight, Kendra Hansen with her 6th kill on the evening.
Yeah, she's doing a great job all over the court.
Timeout called by head coach Tom Rundell for the Irondale Knights. Folks, we want to remind you of some of our other TV 19 shows. This one happens to air on our sister station, GTN 16. North St. Paul Notes is a monthly program that showcases North St. Paul City staff, business leaders, and local residents. Tune in to local channel 16 every month to find out what's happening in the city of North St. Paul. My broadcast partner tonight is a fan and resident of North St. Paul.
Yeah, it's a great town, great place to raise a family.
That it is. The iconic snowman.
Oh yeah,
right
the car shows throughout the summer.
Beautiful little town. As we get back at it here, the Zephyrs with a 7-5 lead here early in match 2. Sent up, a good serve there. As Lauren Hall sent kind of a change up there, I think caught the Knights off guard a bit.
Yeah, like you said, sometimes, the person serving can kind of be like a pitcher. You throw a change up fastballs and, left line, right line. Sometimes you just got to keep them on their toes and keep them guessing and, make them make a mistake possibly.
And Lauren Hall has done just that on their first 2. We'll see if she can do it a 3rd time, as this one just doesn't catches the net. But nevertheless, a 9-6 lead now as Damerau is back to serve for the Knights. She sends a tough one over. Wintz, a nice job digging that one. Not much Hansen could do as she was handcuffed at the tape. The Knights pick up the point. Now they trail by 2.
Yeah, these two teams have been evenly matched here so far this evening. I mean, it's, a lot of the same thing here in the second set as that was going on in the first set. Just seesaw back and forth. One team takes control, and the other one just kind of comes back.
This time Hansen returns the favor as Damerau decides to let it go. It falls in for a Mahtomedi point. Now Kendra Hansen will be back to serve as they lead at 10-7. Damerau plays it up. Back set for O'Rourke, and this one sails out of play. Another Mahtomedi point.
Yeah, 4-point lead by Mahtomedi here in the second set. Ties their biggest lead that they've had in the first set or the second set here.
And now played up front. Syme sets, and this one's sent to the back corner. Hansen to Hall to Pilla, and now Syme again able to play it. This time far set. Pilla hammers one down and is able to pick up the point for Mahtomedi.
Yeah, with Mahtomedi taking a 12-7 lead, it actually ties the biggest lead of either team all game. Even though Irondale won the first set by 5 points, that was the biggest lead of the game so far.
Now an easy one sent over. Mahtomedi regroups. Wintz sends one back. Syme is there. Now Peril far set. All the way back. Wintz again. Lauren Hall sets for Pilla. Sends one up. O'Rourke's there for the Knights. And now it's tapped over. Morgan sets for Hall. Back to Morgan. And Irondale's there to cover. And this time a call goes against the Knights, and Mahtomedi picks up another point, and now their largest lead of the night.
Yeah, Mahtomedi, on a little run here and kind of showing that, the home field advantage or home court advantage, and, being the 7th seed versus the 10, possibly a little more talented team.
Nice job there by O'Rourke to find a soft spot in the defense. Wintz unable to come up with the dig, and so Irondale able to stop the bleeding. And back to serve for the Knights is number 13. This is Findell. She sends one back that sails out of play, and just like that, Mahtomedi gets the serve back. Let's see if they can capitalize on the error by Findell.
Yeah, it looks like Irondale's definitely not playing with the same energy they did in the first set, and I can possibly see another Irondale timeout coming here soon to possibly see if the head coach can get these girls woke up a bit.
It's blocked at the line, but this one sails out of play, and so Irondale able to pick up the point there. Now they trail 14-8 as Peril is back to serve. Peril sends one down the line. Pilla's there. Hall the set. Gustafson tips it over. And now the back set sent over. Played up front again. Hall far set for Pilla, and this one just catches the line. Sails out of play. Close call there, but the line judge right in front of us signaled out. And so Irondale picks up the point. They trail 4 now. Wintz is there. Hall the set for Pilla again. This time, no missing on that one, and she slams that one home. 15-10. Mahtomedi regains the serve. And Sophie Kramer comes in to serve now for the Zephyrs. Sends a good one up. Peril the back set. And it's slammed home nicely by Abby Bowman. Nice job by Irondale there in the back set by Peril.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great kill, and gives Irondale an opportunity here to climb back out of the deficit.
Dabrowski sends one deep. Yes, a couple times now we've seen the Knights sail their serves out of play. Dabrowski now plays it up. Peril the set. And tapped down nicely by Damerow for the Irondale point.
Yeah, that with that nice play by Damerow there, we'll see if Irondale can capitalize and kind of string some points together. Every time they get the setback or the serve back, they've been kind of scoring a point and giving the serve away. So we'll see if they can rally some points, which they did not there, Jeb.
Again, Irondale with the errant serve. That time was off the hand of O'Rourke. Now Mahtomedi leads at 17-12 as Gustafson's back to serve for the Zephyrs. She sends one that just catches the tape, falls over. Mahtomedi resets. A nice job by Irondale at the line as they're able to come up with the big block.
Yeah, that was a great block by Damerow, but a combination from Overkamp too there, and once again, the Knights got it back here. See if they can, rally some points together and get the score a little closer.
And now Syme for the Knights sends one over. It's played up by Hansen, and now the set back to Hansen, and she floats one into the soft part of the defense. It's good for another Mahtomedi point.
Yeah, Mahtomedi's got a great opportunity here to kind of possibly put this set away. The way Irondale hasn't been able to put some points together, and if the Zephyrs can just kind of, put about 3 or 4 here together, they should be able to capitalize and close this set out.
Now this time will just be sent over. Wintz plays it up. Hall the set, and it's hammered down nicely by Morgan. And they pick up another point for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, Mahtomedi is definitely playing a lot cleaner volleyball here in the second set than they were in the first, and you can tell by the score with that 6-point lead they have.
Sent over, again, tough play. Dabrowski's able to come up with it. Peril sends one over. Now Hall, the far set. Hansen hammers it down, and it's too much for Haley Dabrowski to pull up. Another point for Mahtomedi. They now lead at 20-13. Lauren Hall back to serve for the Zephyrs. Sends one over, and that's good for an ace as that one just fell inside.
Yeah, that was a great ace there by number 15, Lauren Hall, and it was just kind of one of those balls where, number 13, Sophia Findel just was like, is it out, is it in? And, she just chose wrong that time.
This time a floater catches Irondale off guard, but they're able to recoup. Nice job there. And now sent again, floated into the middle, tipped up, and a far back set. Knocked over by Pilla. Dabrowski up front and hammered down. It's tipped at the line by Mahtomedi. It's back set for O'Rourke. This time it's played up. And now Hansen sends one over. O'Rourke is there. All the way back, Syme tries to send it. Hansen again, and this time it's good as Vendel got a hand on it that sent it into the crowd.
Yeah, that whole volley, I felt Irondale was on their heels. I mean, Mahtomedi controlled it. They were blocking balls at the net and, you know, making nice clean bumps and sets. And, you know, it was no doubt that Mahtomedi was going to take that point there.
Nice job by Peril there with the heads-up tip to the center of the court to stop the bleeding for the Knights, but they trail 22-14. Damerow sends one over. Pilla's there, now Hall the set, and hammered down by Natalie Morgan again, good for a point. Mahtomedi just 2 points out from closing this second match out.
Yeah, it's definitely, this last part of the set has been all Mahtomedi, and you know, definitely shows why they're, you know, they're the better seeded team and, you know, team with the better record here coming into this game.
Now match point as Dabrowski had a higher time handling that one. Hansen has an opportunity to close this one out. It's sent over, played up by O'Rourke. Now that one just out of the reach, and that'll do it for match number 2. Mahtomedi picks up the win, this time a pretty punishing one as they finish out match number 2, 25-14. We're all knotted up one aside now. We'll be back with match number 3 right after this.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our determination, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
And welcome back as we get set for match number 3. We're all knotted up at one match aside as Kramer serves for the Zephyrs. Peril plays it up, and Damerow sends one, and Hansen's able to dig it. Now Pilla, the hammer, touched at the line. It's good. Ooh, tough break there. As immediately the line judge steps in, it says it was indeed touched at the line, so it's a Mahtomedi point. Initially, it was signaled as a errant ball out of play by Pilla. So they got that one right. And now Kramer sends one out of play, and then we're all knotted up at one.
Yeah, it was all Mahtomedi there in the second set, Jeb. The first one, you know, Irondale, I don't know if Mahtomedi in their sloppy play kind of cost them it, or if you know, Irondale's game just kind of, you know, went down a bit in the second set, but regardless, we're all tied up here at one, and, you know, anything can happen here, you know, the next couple sets here.
An absolutely punishing kill there by Julia Pilla to put the Zephyrs back up 2-1. Is now Pilla to serve. She sends one over. Peril the set for Damerow. Too much to handle for Wintz. And again, we're tied at 2. Now back to serve for the Knights. This is Taylor Syme. Syme sends one over. The Wintz plays straight up. Pilla sends it up front, and Hansen tips it in. I think she caught Dabrowski off guard there a bit, as we've seen a lot more punishing spikes by Hall there, or Hansen, excuse me, and that one she just kind of laid over.
Yeah, and kind of caught him off guard, and, you know, like I said, it all looks the same in the old scorebook though, Jeff.
Absolutely. Gustafson sends one up. O'Rourke now the far set. It's tipped at the line by the Zephyrs. And now set and a good spike, but Irondale doing a nice job keeping it alive as they send it over. Gustafson sends it up front. Kramer the far set, and Hansen hammers it down. A little too much for O'Rourke there. She's able to get a hand on it, but it sailed into the crowd.
Yeah, that was definitely a spike that we're more accustomed to see from Kendra Hansen. Wouldn't you say there, Jeb?
Absolutely. As Gustafson sends one over now. O'Rourke up front. Syme sets. First time we've seen Damerau block tonight. And now Hansen sends one over. Damerau tips it at the line. And a carry there called on the Zephyrs as Irondale picks up the point.
Yeah, I actually thought the fact that Hansen didn't get up in the air and try burying that one, and kind of, I thought it was going to catch the Knights off guard. The fact that she just kind of gave it a tap over the net, but it didn't, and they were rewarded with a point for it.
Now Wintz just has to send one over. It's played up front. Set by Syme and tipped at the line. Mahtomedi is able to keep it alive. And now again, tough break there as Peril, I think, intended on hitting it over, and it stayed on her side of the court. And nevertheless, it ends up as a Mahtomedi point. As now Lauren Hall comes in to serve.
Yeah, it's definitely a game of kind of knowing your space and, you know, and kind of being able to know where each other are at any time without having to, you know, talk too much, you know. So I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where, you know, you once you start invading each other's space, that's kind of where the mistakes happen there, Jeb.
Morgan at the line slams one home. Irondale able to get a block on it, but unable to keep it in play, and so it results in a Zephyr point. They lead it now 6-4 here early in match 3. One game aside for each team. So O'Rourke sends one over. This one's tipped over. And a carry's called late on the Zephyrs. Bit of a late call, but I believe it was the right one. It's kind of a reaction play there by Mahtomedi as Pilla goes over to get some.
Yeah, who was that carry on there, Jeb? I didn't see. Was that?
I think Natalie Morgan.
Okay. Because that was a great diving save there by Hansen to kind of keep the play going. I wasn't sure if she, you know, kind of got under it a bit and was called for a carry.
So it results in an Irondale point. It's 6-5 as Peril serves. Pilla plays it up, and this time she's called for a carry. Just like that, we're all knotted at 6. Peril sends it over. Wintz is there. Now Morgan will send one. Irondale has to scramble for it. O'Rourke sends one back. This time a far set for Pilla. And it's a good dig in the back corner. Not sure what the call was there, but it looks like Mahtomedi picks up the point nonetheless.
Yeah, I was kind of curious to see what kind of momentum they would carry over from that second set, kind of, you know, semi-dominating performance there. But it's kind of back to where the first and the second set started. It's just back and forth until we get to about the middle of the set, and then one team takes over.
Yeah, it's been quite the seesaw as now we're tied back at 7 as both teams, just like you say, kind of trading points. Dabrowski sends it over, but too much for Pilla as this one squirts over to the bench. And now Irondale leads it by 1, 8-7. And Dabrowski sends it over. And a little much for Wintz, and again the carry called as Rasavi unable to get a hand. Tried to do her best to keep it in play, but a little too far into the stands. A short one here is played by Hansen. Now Rasavi tips one into the middle. That's played well by the Knights. Damerau's tipped at the line. And Hans plays it up. Now Pilla sends it over. Peril far side. It's hammered. Hansen able to play it with one arm. And Pilla again tips it over. Oh, this time it goes through the hands. A nice heads-up play by Overkamp as Pilla went up for the block, and the ball came right between her arms.
Yeah, that was a nice clean point there by Irondale, but, you know, it's this Mahtomedi team, I definitely would say, you know, it might be a more talented team, but they're they definitely play a little more erratic than Irondale. Irondale kind of just plays the same game all the time. And Mahtomedi, it's like you have these situations where they just look so much better than Irondale, and then they go on and the old Jekyll and Hyde type deal where the next thing you know they just play sloppy and they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
Folks, we want to remind you to check out another TV 19 show, which is Your Business Matters. Every month, Tom Snell and the White Bear Lake Chamber of Commerce bring in a guest who's either a business owner in White Bear Lake or who has some connection to White Bear. This 20-minute show provides good insight into what issues are affecting many local business owners. Your Business Matters airs every Tuesday at 6 and Friday at 9:30. That's Your Business Matters, only on Channel 19. We'll take a look at one of the coaches for Mahtomedi there as they're just coming out of the timeout. Irondale sends it over. Pilla plays it up. Now Hall far set. And again, as Pilla has done so many times tonight out of the break, provides yet another kill for the Zephyrs and gets the serve back.
Yeah, you know, Mahtomedi's coach, Angela Healy, has definitely done a good job of knowing when the team kind of needs a wake-up call, and they have come out of the timeout strong this evening.
This one touches the tape, but it's over and good. But Damerow is there to slam it home for Irondale, and it just like that, Irondale picks up the point and the serve. 12-8 now, the Knights lead it here in match 3. Bauman sends one over. Wintz plays it. Kramer sets for Pilla, this time from the other side, and Dabrowski's unable to come up with it. And that's another kill for Julia Pilla. Now Pilla back to serve, sends one over, and a good one. Peril fumbles it at the line. A carry is called on her. And now Mahtomedi cuts the lead to 2.
Yeah, definitely the rally they needed coming out of that timeout.
Again, Peril sets for Damerow. It's too much for the front two of Mahtomedi, as just as she's done all night. Leah Damerow slams one home and picks up the point and the serve again for the Knights.
Yeah, she's definitely been done a great job here this evening for Irondale, and you know, been a little bit of a mismatch for these this Zephyr team.
Heads up play by Hansen there as she's all over the line. Picks up the big point for the Zephyrs. And that was a solo effort there by Kendra Hansen.
Oh yeah, hey, we've said her name many times this evening, Jeb. She's got blocks, she's got aces, she's got kills. She's been doing it all this evening for the Zephyrs.
And now Damerow again sends a tough one. Pilla's able to play it. This time she sends it straight over. Nice dig by Julia Pilla. Again, the front two are able to block Damerow. Come up with another one. Some impressive defense right now by the Zephyrs, and they're rewarded with the point. Fantastic job at the line by Morgan. I don't know who was in there with her. I want to say it was Josie Watkins. Nonetheless, some great defense by Mahtomedi.
Yeah, Natalie Morgan. I mean, we've been talking about Kendra Hansen all evening, but Natalie Morgan has done a phenomenal job in front of the net, like you just saw right there once again.
Again, Watkins and Morgan team up for back-to-back blocks. Just the spark the Zephyrs needed. We're all tied at 13 now as Marissa Gustafson again to serve. Sent over, Dabrowski plays it up. And it's knocked down by the net. Tough break there for Findell. And now a head coach for Irondale, Mr. Tom Rodfeld, calls the timeout to try to settle his team down.
Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. I mean, the team was reeling, playing back on their heels, and you know, Mahtomedi was getting way too much momentum there to not take a timeout. So good timely timeout there by Tom Rodfield there by Irondale, and you know, he's kind of hoping that Mahtomedi slows down a little bit, otherwise they might walk away here with this third set.
And folks, we want to remind you to check out another TV 19 show. That's Inside Healthcare. Jody Rattata brings you this monthly show, providing tips and up-to-date info on healthcare issues that often relate to women's health. The show airs every Wednesday and Thursday at 6:30. That's Inside Healthcare, only here on Channel 19. And back out of the timeout by the Knights. Again, Gustafson back to serve. She sends one over. This one sails out of play. So again, a good timely timeout by both head coaches.
Yeah, good timely timeout, but I mean, that was still just kind of Mahtomedi coming out of a timeout with the momentum of making a mistake there on that one.
Pilla plays it up, and now the set for Hansen, and she hammers it through the defense. Unable to keep it in play was Irondale. So just like that, Mahtomedi regains the serve. And Lauren Hall will go back to serve for the Zephyrs. Now set at the line by Syme. It's tipped. Nice job by Pilla keeping it alive, but unable to play it over. Irondale picks up the point. They tie it up again here at 15. And back to serve is Findell for the Knights.
Yeah, great hustle play by Pilla there.
Sent over, Wentz plays it up front. Back set for Hansen. Hammered cross court, and it's good for yet another kill for Kendra Hansen.
Yeah, 8 kills on the night there for Kendra Hansen to go along with an ace and a couple blocks. So, like I said, definitely player of the game here for Mahtomedi so far.
Now Hansen's back to serve. She sends one down the line. Played up, and now an easy ball for Mahtomedi. Hansen plays it. Hall tips it up front. And a nice job by Pilla to keep it in play, and ends up picking up the point for Mahtomedi. Kind of a broken play there, but a nice job by Pilla keeping things alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about the same thing there, Jeb. Probably not the way they drew it up on the old whiteboard, but you know, you'll take it any way you can get it, you know.
17-15 now, the Zephyrs lead by 2. Again, Hansen sends one over, and that's a little too much there for O'Rourke. Tried to get it to her setter, and it sailed underneath the net.
Yeah, great, you know, great serve there by Hansen, but it was a little bit kind of just flat, lazy play by Irondale there on that one.
This time it's hammered down the line by Irondale. They get the point back. I believe it was O'Rourke again on the kill there. And O'Rourke silently is having a nice night. That's their 3rd kill for the Knights.
Yeah, you know, other than Damerau, O'Rourke is probably the next best net player that Irondale has.
And now Peril plays it far side again. O'Rourke sends it. It's played up by Hall. Wentz up front. Now Pilla sends it back court. All the way over. O'Rourke again sends one, and this time it sails deep and out of play. Mahtomedi picks up the point. And, you know, Brianna Wentz back to serve.
I think the depth of the up front, you know, net play by Mahtomedi and that they have is starting to wear down Irondale a bit.
And right there, Pilla jumps up and taps her home. Picks up the easy point as the errant pass by the Knights off the serve.
Yeah, you know, the fact that, like I was saying with Irondale, you know, they got about 2 girls that really stand out, you know, playing on the front line there, and Mahtomedi has 4 to 5, and like I said, I think that's kind of been the difference of this 2nd and 3rd set here, Jeb.
And a net violation called on Mahtomedi, so, or excuse me, Irondale. So Mahtomedi picks up another point there. Now they lead at 21-16. And Wentz sends another one over. Dabrowski plays it up. Now Dabrowski knocks it off the top of the net and able to get the roll. So picks up the point for the Knights. And she'll head back to serve.
Yeah, I don't have the exact stat, but I want to say that Mahtomedi, since the timeout by Mahtomedi's head coach Healy, they've outscored them, you know, I think it was 13-4 here ever since that timeout, so.
Pilla unable to get that cross court in. And so Dabrowski again will serve. Pilla plays it up. The set here, this time tapped over. And now O'Rourke sends one to the corner. Wentz is there Far side, Pilla again just hammers it home. And when Pilla's on this left side, she has been good.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, she's been all over the place, you know, just with Hanson and Morgan this evening. I mean, those three ladies have played real well this evening, and you know, kind of been the difference of the game.
Dabrowski plays it up, Peril to set, and it's just knocked over that time by Damerall. Now Pilla again hammers one home, and again is able to pick up the kill for the Zephyrs. It's now 22-18. Is back in to serve as Kramer now for Mahtomedi, 23-18. And Mahtomedi picks up yet another point. That brings up match point now in this third match. One game aside for both teams, and Sophie Kramer has a chance to close out the third one here for Mahtomedi. Sent down the line, played up front. Damerall is there to hammer it home past Wentz.
Yep, they have bought themselves a little more time here in the third set here. You know, they weren't ready to end it, and you know, these girls got a little more fight here left in the third set, the Irondale Knights.
Now Katie O'Rourke back to serve for Irondale. She sends one over, Wentz plays it up front. Tipped at the line, Damerall was there, and now Pilla again, and this time she puts an end to match number 3. Julia Pilla, probably the star of match number 3 there, with 5 kills in the match. That'll do it for set number 3. Mahtomedi takes it 25-19. They now got a 2-1 lead here. We'll be back with match number 4 right after this.
My name is Carly, I'm 15 years old, and I am a heart recipient. I got my first heart transplant when I was 1.5 years old. I got my second heart when I was 13. When I get my driver's license, of course I'm gonna say yes to be an organ donor. I've been saved twice, so who says I can't save somebody else?
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Welcome back as we get ready for set number 4. Mahtomedi leads it 2-1 thus far, and they've kind of ran away with the last 2, Corey.
Yeah, you know, it's been, you know, Kendra Hansen the first couple sets for Mahtomedi, but that third set was all Julia Pilla with about, you know, 4 to 5 kills there in the third set, and Mahtomedi's definitely got all the momentum going into set number 4 here.
And again, Pilla slams one home. Dabrowski's able to play it. Irondale keeps it alive. Set from Kramer. And this time, Pilla from the other side takes off right where she left off.
Yeah, she's definitely been the star here late in this game, and, you know, could come down to being possibly the player of the game this evening. You never know.
This time, able to find the soft spot in the defense were the Irondale Knights. And that was a nice hit there by Findell as she was able to find a spot where Mahtomedi just wasn't. Now O'Rourke back to serve. And it's sent up front. Kramer, a far set for Hanson. But the Knights are there to answer with the big block. They had her kind of cornered there.
Yeah, Leah Damerall, a fantastic job this evening. She's got a handful of kills herself, and she's been blocking things up net. She's one heck of a player up front there.
O'Rourke sends it over, Pilla, and this time it's hammered down by Watkins. Damerall again may have been tipped at the line, I believe so. Damerall picks up another kill, and Irondale jumps out here to an early 3-1 lead in set number 4. This time O'Rourke, Mahtomedi has to scramble as O'Rourke sent a good one over. Peril sets, and Damerall again just absolutely punishes it. Goes off 2 Mahtomedi players, and it's good for another Irondale point.
Yeah, so far Leah Damerall owns this 4th set, and she's doing everything she can to put the Irondale Knights on her back and, you know, keep this season alive for these ladies.
Ari Ackerman comes in for the Zephyrs as Wentz plays it up. Kramer the set, and Hansen sends one home. Is able to stop the bleeding, and again Kendra Hansen with another kill for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, great job by Kendra Hansen. A little too hot to handle there for Katie O'Rourke. She got a hand on it, but not enough with any accuracy.
Gustafson sends it over, and this time it's beautifully played by Peril as she completely fooled the defense. Everyone looking for the set, and she set it right into the soft spot of the defense.
Yep. Like you've been saying, you know, she threw that little bit of a change up at them, caught them on their heels, caught them off guard, and snuck one in for a point there.
Syme now sends one over. This one sails out of play. Good heads up by Brianna Wentz to let that one go. And now Mahtomedi back to serve. This is Lauren Hall as they trail by 2 here early on set number 4. Mahtomedi leads it 2-1 in this best-of-5 match in the first round of our 4 AAA playoffs for women's volleyball.
Yeah, these are a couple teams, you know, the 7 seed Mahtomedi, the 10 seed Irondale. You know, the winner takes on North St. Paul, who is one of the favorites in the section, so.
Hansen with the big kill, but Irondale's there to answer the bell. They keep the volley alive, and now the set is hammered down, and a late touch. Tough break there as that one was sailing out of play. Abby Bowman sent one, but the last second touch by the Zephyrs gives Irondale the point.
Yeah, it's definitely the start that Irondale needed here. You know, down 2-1 here, going in the 4th set to get a nice little lead and some momentum, some vibe.
That one may have been off the side of the hand of Leah Damerall as that one shot right to the out of play there, so a little bit of a miss hit there. 7-4, Irondale leads it as Hansen's back to serve for the Zephyrs. Damerall plays it up. Syme the set, tipped at the line. Now set into the backcourt. Wentz plays it up. And Hall sets for Morgan. And a nice spot by Morgan as she sets it in front of a diving Katie O'Rourke, and it's good for a Mahtomedi point.
Yeah, Natalie Morgan did a great job of jumping up and winding up like she was gonna, you know, bury one into the floor, and she laid a little off it and tapped it in there for the easy point.
This time Bauman's unable to clear the net, and just like that, Mahtomedi is creeping right back into this set number 4. They trail by 1. Hansen sends it over. Dabrowski plays it up front. In the set, Peril taps it into the middle. This time Mahtomedi sends it right back over. Now Syme the set. It's a back set for O'Rourke, and it's a good one as she finds the line and picks up the point for the Knights. Now Findell is in to serve for Irondale. Pilla plays it up. Hall the set. Morgan hammered one home, but Irondale was there with the big block, and Mahtomedi was unable to clear the net.
Yeah, kind of once again, you can see the Mahtomedi players kind of, you know, talking, and, you know, they realize they're out of position a bit, and they're kind of making some mistakes and trying to get everything back on track and take this 4 set down.
And now Pilla sends one back corner. Dabrowski's there. Syme sets for Dabrowski. And a whistle on the play. It looks like a carry by Irondale will give Mahtomedi the point as they trail now 9-7 early on here, set number 4.
Yeah, I want to say every set we've seen has been about 9-7 at one point or another, huh?
Now O'Rourke slams one home, again picks up the point right back like that for Irondale. Now back to serve is Lauren Peril for the Irondale Knights. This one is tapped at the line, off the net, and unable to keep it alive is Irondale. And now Mahtomedi picks up the point. Again, they trail by 2 now, 10-8.
You know, we always talk about, like in basketball, you know, it's a game of runs. Well, I would say this game of volleyball is pretty similar. You know, it's a game of runs, and whoever kind of goes on that run at the end is usually the one that comes out victorious.
And errant serve there by Kramer as she's unable to get clear the net there. And now again, you spot on, Corey. It's kind of a seesaw action right now, but it has certainly been a game of runs all night tonight as Pilla sends one up. Perla's there. Back set for Dabrowski. It's tipped. Wintz has to play it up, and Pilla again sends it over. This time it's hammered home. Damerall right in the center picks up the point for Irondale.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, Damerall, when she puts one, you know, she's so tall, it doesn't even look like there's much effort into it when she has those kill opportunities. Just arm up and just boom.
Now Dabrowski again sends one over. Hansen is there. The set from Kramer. And the hammer, this time it's tapped at the line, and Watkins will get credited for the kill on that one. Excuse me, maybe not. I thought it was tipped at the line. Looks like Irondale again picks up the point. 5-point lead now, 13-8. Kramer sets, and that time Gustafson slams one home.
Yeah, that's Gustafson's first kill of the evening, and you know, any more to the left and that thing was out. She found the line, painted the line, if you will.
This time it's sent over. And Kramer, a far set, hammered down. Dabrowski's there to play it. They set for O'Rourke, who's blocked at the line. Peril plays it up again. O'Rourke, it's tipped at the line. Wintz plays it up. And now a jump ball between... That was a jump ball that time between Gustafson and Damerall, and it looks like Damerall picks up the point for Irondale.
Yeah, great hustle there by Brianna Winslow to dive on the hardwood to save that one and even give Mahtomedi a chance to even maybe salvage a point out of that one.
14-9, Irondale now with the lead and the serve. Kramer plays it up, and it's hammered down by Hansen, but it was tipped at the line. And Irondale, the huge block. Again, Damerall got a hand on it.
Huge block, and they were lucky. That thing just barely painted the line to stay in there and get that point.
O'Rourke now sends one over. Wintz has a little bit of trouble with it, but it stays alive. Hansen sends it over. Now tip far side. And that one sent deep by Findell. Mahtomedi will pick up the point. Certainly not out of it. They only trail by 6 here, 5, excuse me. As Gustafson's back to serve. She sends one over. It's played high into the air. Now a far set. Damerall sends one in, and Gustafson's unable to play it.
I could see a timeout coming here, possibly from Mahtomedi. You know, they've been kind of playing on their heels for a while here, and might be a good time to kind of get a reality check in here for these girls.
Syme back to serve, sends one over. Again, have to just knock it over, and unable to do so, Wintz, and there's that timeout that you alluded to. Head coach Angela Healy sensed the scrambling around a bit as they trail by 7 here late in the set number 4. Folks, we want to remind you that we're always looking for volunteers here at On Location TV 19. If you're interested in operating a camera or seeing what goes on behind the scenes out in the truck, take a look at some of our camera operators there. Shoot Arlen Becker a call at 651-747-3821, or you can email them at arlen@onlocationtv.org. A lot of fun and able to see kind of the inner workings of how the production is put together. Everything from the pre-game to the actual game to the post-game interviews, so much more. So 17-10 here, Irondale leads it. Late in set number 4, and out of the timeout, It's sent deep by Simon. Now Mahtomedi with a chance to put together a little bit of run here on the hands of Lauren Hall.
Yeah, it kind of seems like every time a team calls a timeout, their team comes out with an errant serve. You know, kind of takes away momentum. That's what the idea of the timeout is.
O'Rourke's able to play it over. Now a back set is hammered by Hall. It's played up. Symes sets for Dabrowski jumping ahead. Catches Wintz off guard a bit there, and Irondale, just like that, takes the point back. Mahtomedi worked so hard to get.
You know, being the home team, you know, the lower seed, you know, in a 2-1 lead here going into the fourth set, and, you know, to be getting, you know, beaten this bad here at this point, you know, if they can't come back, I mean, it's going to be tough to kind of refocus yourself if they have to play that fifth set, you know, because, you know, all of a sudden Irondale's got the advantage. They got nothing to lose playing with house money, you know.
Absolutely. As Irondale slams one home there, and now it looks Pilla gets one up. That one's tipped high. Irondale's able to scramble and play it back over. Nice job there as now Natalie Morgan slams one home, and a beautiful dig by Irondale. Again, Mahtomedi sets up, this time far side, Pilla, and that time Pilla is able to sneak one down the line and pick up the point for Mahtomedi, but a couple of nice digs there by the Irondale defense.
Yeah, Taylor Seam had a great dig there, and you know she had another opportunity for one there, but that one was just had a little too much smoke on it and a little bit out of reach for her to make another miraculous dig.
O'Rourke from the back corner hammers one home, but Mahtomedi is able to recoup. Now O'Rourke sends one up. Symes sets. Findell sends one. And now Hall will set for Morgan right in front. And it's tipped at the line there. This time Morgan gets a hand on the block. Again, she goes up. And the set far side for Pilla. Tipped at the line, and this one will fall in for another Mahtomedi point. Again, it's Julia Pilla able to hammer one home.
Yeah, Julia Pilla took control of that third set, and you know, I think the Mahtomedi players and Mahtomedi coaches are kind of hoping to maybe get a little of that third set magic going here in the fourth, and put this, you know, tie it up, get the lead, and put this one away here.
18-14 they trail as it's sent over. Now tipped at the line. And a far side again for Pilla. This time Irondale is there with the block on Pilla. They'll pick up the point and the serve. They now lead it by 5, 19-14.
Great block by number 4, Lauren Farrell there at a very key moment in the game.
Sent over by Findell, and it's a good one as she catches Wintz. And that's an ace for Findell. And now they're 5 points away from tying this up at 2. Wintz sends one up. Hall's there to play it. Hansen sets one over. And now it's tipped at the line, bounced around, and again Forest Lake will pick up the point. And another timeout by head coach Healy of the Zephyrs, trying to calm her team down. Folks, we want to remind you to join us on our social media outlets. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TV19sports, or follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/TV19sports. You see that gal right there updating her status and following us on Facebook, I believe. She likes the broadcast thus far tonight.
Yeah, and if you like us, and then it gives you the updates on, you know, when the games, if you miss the game on the broadcast, you can always catch it, you know, in other places. So it's, you know, it's a good little page to like if you want some local information on your local ball clubs.
Keep you up to date on all the action and all the reaction to the action around our fabulous 5 schools here in the Metro. We're back at it here now. Findell to serve. Wintz plays it up. Hall the set, far side for Pilla. It's tipped at the line. Irondale's able to keep it alive. Now O'Rourke sends one over. This one's tapped. And Irondale's there to cover. Sent out, Pilla plays it up. Hall a set, back set for Hansen is played up front. And this time Pilla taps one, and she's called for a net violation. Tough break there, as both line judges caught that one. And the Irondale bench erupted with excitement. Now Findell again, this time it's not going to clear the net. A good run by Findell for the Knights as they lead at 22-15. Mahtomedi is going to have to put together a heck of a run here if they want to close this one out.
Yeah, you said it, Jeb. They definitely got their work cut out for them here if they want to close this thing out in 4 sets. You know, so I mean, the thing is about it is they got to play this set, and in the back of their minds, they're thinking about that 5th set. So there's a lot of things going on at this coaching staff needs to get in the girls' heads, trying to get them refocused here, and you know that it's just one serve or one play at a time, really.
Good hustle there by Peril, but unable to come up with it for the Knights, as Pilla slammed yet another kill home for Mahtomedi. She's going to be closing in on the lead tonight for kills, but nevertheless, it's 22-16. Irondale sends one over. And now Gustafson taps one. Symes and a set there by Peril. It's tapped down, unable to come up with it. Irondale picks up the point. And now they're just 2 points away from tying this all up.
Yeah, I think 9-7 Irondale lead was about as close as this set was. I mean, it's been pretty much all Irondale here in this set. It's never really even been close here.
Now Hall sets right up front. It's tapped around by Gustafson, able to get it to drop. And so this is essentially the Mahtomedi's close to their last opportunity. They need a big run here as they trail 23-17 here in set number 4 as Kramer's back to serve. And it's sent over, now set at the line. O'Rourke tipped at the line, and that one just fumbled off of the fingertips. You don't see that too often of Pilla. Now match point for...
Yeah, for how good Julia Pilla's been this evening, you don't see those mistakes too much, and she's got to let that one go and realize there's a 5th set to play possibly.
Now they get away with one there as Dabrowski's unable to get that one over. And so last chance hope is Pilla now with the serve. She sends one over. Findell plays it up front. It's set and hammered down, and that'll do it. The Irondale Knights stay alive as they take set number 4 with a final of 25-18. We'll be back with our 5th and final set right after this.
I am a veteran. My victory was finding the strength to be a champion.
My victory is having a job I can be proud of.
At DAV, we help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
My victory was finishing my education.
My victory was getting help to put our lives back together.
DAV provides veterans with a lifetime of support.
My victory is being there for my family.
Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We've all seen stories of conflict that ended with peace. We've seen stories of hunger end in abundance. We've seen stories of sickness end in healing. We see stories of fear, despair, and poverty, but they can end with courage, hope, and love. With you. Together, with God's love, we are greater than hardship in the world. When we're united, we can overcome adversity and make a lasting difference for those who need it most. Be a part of writing a story that's greater than poverty and help communities give children hope for a brighter future. Learn how at worldvision.org.
And welcome back as we've got our 5th and final set here tonight. The winner will face North St. Paul as Pilla is blocked right off the bat. The Irondale Knights strike first on a nice block up front by Leah Damerow.
Yeah, and in my opinion, in that 4th set, Irondale was kind of down and out after going down 2-1 after taking the 1st set. I think Leah Damerell kind of took this club on her shoulders and, played real strong up front and, kind of inspired these girls to rally, and here we are.
Damerell this time's blocked at the line. A nice job by Mahtomedi answering the call, but absolutely, you touched on it. Damerell was big, and the Knights have got some, looks like a tip of the net actually give the Knights the point. So the momentum has certainly shifted, Corey. This time Damerell again tipped at the line, and again the net violation is costing Mahtomedi some valuable points as they now trail 3-0 here early on, set number 5. We only played at 15, and so Mahtomedi has got to strike quick here. Is tipped over nicely that time by Gustafson. Caught Irondale off guard a bit. And the ever so crucial first point, Mahtomedi picks it up.
Yeah, it gives them a little momentum. It kind of came out of the gates here in the 5th set, with their backs against the wall.
That one sails just out of play. Tough break for the Zephyrs now as they trail by 3. 4-1 as O'Rourke is back to serve for Irondale.
Yeah, definitely. Irondale's playing like a team that's just got nothing to lose. They're playing loose. They're having fun. And they've got each other's backs, and it's definitely the recipe for an upset.
And right now, the momentum and the fan base has shifted. You can hear the Irondale fans kind of taking over this gymnasium as they now lead it 5-1. O'Rourke sends another one over. Wintz plays it up. This time Gustafson slams one a little bit deep. A tough break there as Gustafson a little bit off her back foot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jeff, it's just one of those things, when you kind of watch, a team and the reactions and, kind of how they're playing. And, right now here in this 5th set, each serve, each set, each spike, you can just see this Irondale team is just playing with such confidence.
And you could see head coach there, Angela Healy, trying to get her team motivated, trying to get them ready to go. They just, you talked about it, Corey. Irondale's had all the momentum since set number 4 had started.
I'm actually really surprised the way that Mahtomedi kind of took control of this match in the 2nd and 3rd set, the way they played in the 4th set and so far here in the 5th, how poorly they've played.
Now Kramer has to scramble. Hansen sends one in. It's easily played. Set and hammered down there again by Irondale. And now they jump out to a 6-point lead, 7-1. O'Rourke back to serve. She sends one out. Wintz plays it up. Kramer the set. Hansen just has to tap it over. Perrell now signed the set. Damerell hammers one home that Wintz is able to get a hand on. Miscommunication, no one there. It falls in for the point. And it's now a 7-point lead. 8-1, Irondale leads it, maybe our largest lead of the night.
Yeah, with the race to 15 here in the 5th set with an 8-1 lead for Irondale, this is going to be a mighty mountain climb for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs this evening.
They're able to hammer one over, but Damerall's right there. Good break as Hansen sends it over. Now Symes sets, this time for Findell. Wintz plays it up. Kramer over to Hansen, who tries to tip one over. This time they catch him off guard. Mahtomedi grabs the much-needed point now. They trail 6, and we'll see if they can go on a run on the hands of Marissa Gustafson.
Yeah, definitely Mahtomedi needed that desperately, and Irondale can't overreact. Just 1 point, keep playing their game.
Sent up front now, Perrell the set. This time Damerell sends one home, but Natalie Morgan, as she's been there all night, is able to get up there for the block and pick up.
She's done a great job in front of the net all night, with some key blocks, even with Damerell. Damerell's had a lot of kills home this evening, but, Morgan's been there to stop her a few times.
And now again, tipped at the line. This time they're able to keep it alive. Gustafson diving play, and that one sent over near the stands. Too much for Mahtomedi to handle. And it's an Irondale point, and it's now 9-3 here in set number 5. Back to serve is Taylor Syme. She sends one over. Played up front near the line. Dameral's there to tip. And this time it's just hammered home easily by Peril there. A heads-up play. Again, Mahtomedi is on their heels, and you can see just the energy that the Irondale Knights are bringing in this 5th and final set.
Oh, absolutely. And, Lauren Peril, she hasn't been dominating this evening, but she's definitely played a key role in this game this evening and has done a really nice job.
Kendra Hansen doing what she can as she slams one home there to pick up the point for the Zephyrs as they trail now by 6. 10-4. They're going to need to go on a run here. Lauren Hall is back to serve for Mahtomedi. She sends one up. Dabrowski to Syme. And Dameral tipped at the line, now played back by Mahtomedi. Hansen sends one up. Dabrowski again. Syme the set. O'Rourke the back set. And she hammers it home. Katie O'Rourke has been impressive from the back set hitting tonight. She gets that one to drop. And again, Irondale in the driver's seat here, 11-4, set number 5. Dameral sends one back, and that one sails deep for the Knights.
Yeah, 4 points away from here, not a crazy, overwhelming upset, but, still to be, a 10th seed going against a 7th seed to come in someone's home court and, possibly knock them off. We still got some game to play here, but it's definitely been a nice run here by Irondale.
And back to serve for Mahtomedi now is Hansen. They trail by 5. Sends one over. Syme with the set. O'Rourke again, the back set. And Wentz gets a hand on it. I don't know that one would have been in. But nevertheless, it's another back set kill for Katie O'Rourke and the Irondale Knights. And they're just 3 points away from moving on to face North St. Paul. Wentz plays it up. Hall the set. Pitta sends one over. Now tipped at the line. Again, the set. This time it's just tapped over. Again, tipped at the line. Syme sets for O'Rourke. She sends one that's a little deep and out of play. Mahtomedi will pick up the point.
One thing with Mahtomedi here in the fourth set and definitely in this set, where's Kendra Hansen been and where's Julia Pilla? They just haven't set up kill opportunities for those two ladies.
This time O'Rourke tips one and Mahtomedi is right there to play it. Far set for Pilla. She goes back corner. Dabrowski's there. Now Syme the set. Again knocked into the middle by O'Rourke. This time Pilla hammers one home, and that one falls for a point for Mahtomedi as Irondale unable to block that one.
Yeah, they're mounting a little comeback, and Julia Pilla with a nice play.
12-8, Irondale leads it. Wentz sends one over. Dabrowski plays it up. It's tipped over by Peril. Pilla has to play it backside. Peril again sets, this time knocked over and deep. A little errant that time. Abby Bowman sent one deep. And head coach for the Irondale Knights, Tom Rothfeld, calls a timeout as his team still leads it by 3.
I think it's a situation where he's got to get Leah Dameral back in there. He's been kind of giving her breaks throughout the evening, but she was so instrumental in getting the momentum going in the fourth set and kind of early on in this set. And since she's been taken out of the game, that's when the Zephyrs have been able to capitalize. I think they need to get her back up in front of the net and see if they can't salvage this upset here.
It'll be interesting to see if he makes that change. She not only has she been an unbelievable hitter for the Irondale Knights, but defensively she's played a big role in a lot of those blocks early on. So
she's still on the bench over there. So we'll see how this shakes out for the Knights.
And now Wentz sends one over. Tipped around, and it's good for another Mahtomedi point. As they're mounting their comeback now, they trail by 2. It's 12-10. Brianna Wentz back to serve for Mahtomedi. Sent over, it's tipped up. Far side, and another tough break there for the Knights. I believe it was a carry on the play. Now it's a 1-point ball game, 12-11. Wentz again, the serve. Played up, Syme with the set. O'Rourke sends one down. It's blocked at the line. And now played back corner. Hall is there. Pilla hammers one home. A nice play by Dabrowski. This time they just tap it over. Gustafson, Hall the set. Pilla again, hammers one home. And that's good for another Mahtomedi point. They have crawled back down by 8. It's now 12-12. As Wentz sends one over. Findell, Syme the set. Back set for Dabrowski. Hansen's there. Hall far side. Again, Pilla hammers it home. And the momentum appears to have shifted in the way of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs.
Yeah, great comeback by Mahtomedi. I mean, down by 8, to take a 1-point lead, 2 points away from possibly, being upset here. Now they're in control of the game. Once again, I'd like to see if Irondale puts in their big hitter, Damrell. I mean, they need her up front, to block some of these opportunities. The Zephyrs have found their magic from the second and third set of, these, bump set spike, and that's what's got them back in this game. And they need someone big up front to start blocking some of these shots.
An impressive comeback by the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. At one point, they trailed 8-1, and they now lead at 13-12 in this 5th and final set. Brianna Wentz is back to serve for Mahtomedi. We'll see if they can close this one out. Sent over. It's played up. O'Rourke sends one back. Wentz keeps it alive. Hall sets for Pilla. Pilla hammers it home. Makes its way back over. And now this time a call on Mahtomedi. Ties us all up at 13. I thought that Peril nearly gotten away with a carry. And it ends up becoming a carry called on Mahtomedi. And now Mahtomedi elects to take their timeout. And so we'll sit here knotted at 13.
Well, the fans have definitely gotten everything they've asked for here. A 5-set, 13-13 game right down to the wire here in the first, round of the section playoffs. The winner goes on to take on the high-powered North St. Paul Polars on the 27th, I believe.
That is correct, and that game will be down at North High, which all of us here at TV 19 will be happy to cover that game as well. And will it be the number 10 Irondale Knights or the number 7 Mahtomedi Zephyrs? We'll find out in just a few minutes here. 13-13, set number 5. Lauren Peril back to serve for the Knights. It's sent over, it's a good one. Hansen plays it up, Hall the set. Pilla taps it over, good for the big point. And that's a heads-up play by Julia Pilla.
Yeah, great job here by the senior to kind of take control of this 5th set like she did in the 3rd, and get these Zephyrs back and continue to play, possibly play some more volleyball here this season.
Match point for Mahtomedi. Far set, O'Rourke slams one down, and they keep it alive. Is now we're knotted at 14. Got to win by 2. So we got some free volleyball, some extra volleyball as Dabrowski's back to serve for the Knights. Hansen plays it up. Pilla sets back for Hansen. Peril plays it. And now O'Rourke tries to tip at the line, unable to get it. Mahtomedi with the advantage now as they lead at 15-14. And Pilla's back to serve. Match point for Mahtomedi. Dabrowski, Peril the set, and Damrell sends one over, and that'll do it. The Mahtomedi Zephyrs come back down by 7 in the 5th set to take this one 16-14.
Yeah, almost a bit of a walk-off win there, like you would say in some other sports. Just a great 5 sets we saw this evening. Just a fantastic 5th set. I mean, I thought Mahtomedi was buried. They came back, they fired back. great victory by them. Julia Pillow played a great game for Mahtomedi. Leah Damerl played a great game for Irondale. Mahtomedi moves on. Good luck against North St. Paul here in a couple days.
So that'll do it. Mahtomedi mounts the comeback to take the 5th set and finish things out 3-2. From all of us here at TV 19, thanks so much for joining us. For Corey Franzmeyer, I'm Jeff Brand. We'll see you next time.